Good evening, Charger families. I am Mrs. Kerner, the proud principal of Suncoast High School, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to tonight's Green and Gold celebration, a recognition of our Suncoast High School Charger Senior Scholars. Unfortunately, this is a very unique situation this year, as normally we would be celebrating in our auditorium with fanfare and all of our families surrounding us, all of our faculty joining in, and everyone together to celebrate the incredible accomplishments of our class of 2020 seniors. But even amidst the COVID-19, we did not want to miss the opportunity to acknowledge these incredible students. So tonight, we welcome you to join us for our virtual Green and Gold celebration. Enjoy.
The Linda Angus Memorial Scholarship is in the name of Counseling Services Secretary Linda Angus. Linda was a welcoming, friendly face in counseling services. In her memory, we award one senior student aid in counseling services a $1,000 scholarship to be used at the college of their choice. This senior has always been one to help others, with over 900 hours of community service. She was a counseling service student aide long before we made it official. This award is going to Bianca Simius. Presenting the Northrop Grumman Scholarship is Mr. Kogstrom.
Hello. It's my distinct pleasure and honor to present this year's 2020 Northrop Grumman Scholarship. This is the 5th time we've given this scholarship to a worthy recipient at Suncoast Community High School. I have 2 children that also graduated in MSc from Suncoast High School. Northrop Grumman is located, the office in Palm Beach Gardens. It has 30 engineers. We design and build hypersonic vehicles and specifically propulsion, but Northrop Grumman across the country in almost all the states has presence, and they build unmanned aerial vehicles, bombers. They build gliders that track wildlife to do environmental work. There are 100,000 employees in Northrop Grumman, and it's our pleasure to present this scholarship this year to Patricia Luck of Suncoast High School. And this is our distinct pleasure and honor to do that this year, even remotely as we're doing it now. Hello, Patricia. My name is Chris Kogstrom. I am a materials engineer at Northrop Grumman. And with that, we do high temperature materials. That's one of my specialties. Our office does propulsion devices. Here is your certificate that somehow will get to you. I live in North Palm Beach, so it probably is pretty close. It's a nice plaque and nice, beautiful certificate. It's our pleasure to give this to you. However, my experiences on these certificates is they're nice to have, but they're not easy to take with you everywhere or show to other people, and they get stashed away. So what I thought might be nice is to get you something like a Northrop Grumman coffee mug, and in this mug I put hot water. And the other thing I'd like to offer in this time to celebrate your achievement is a little toy. It's called a Stirling engine. And the Stirling engine was developed, invented by a person named Reverend Robert Stirling about 200 years ago as a solution for steam engines and some of the safety problems steam engines had. A Stirling engine isn't quite as powerful, but this one, when he built it, I think got up to 100 horsepower. Stirling engine has no cords. It's a heat engine. It runs off a face that's hot and a face that's cooler. And so if I put this device on top of a hot coffee mug and I wait for about 20 seconds, 30 seconds for the bottom plate to get hot. The top plate is room temperature. In the middle is a diaphragm. It's called, and it's a, and what it does is it's a displacer. So it goes up and down, and the volume of air near the hot plate is larger when the diaphragm is up, and when it's down, the cold plate cools the air. That air cooling. So now what I'll do is I'll start this, and you'll see this engine start to work. And what happens is the air expanding when it gets hot pushes a pressure cylinder up and down, and that's the power cylinder. It pushes a cam and rotates this wheel. And my kids both think this is a fascinating device. It runs off of hot liquid, or could be solar, could be use ice water, and it would go the other direction. They're nice little gifts. They come in a box like this. This one came from China, which makes it very affordable. And so what I'd like to do is offer you this Stirling engine and the Northrop Grumman mug, along with the scholarship to your university. And I would like to say how happy it makes us to be able to give worthy students like yourself a little assistance and to your next year's tuition at university. So congratulations very much from myself and from Northrop Grumman, and we'll figure out a way to get you these little trinkets and the certificate very soon. Bye-bye.
Next, we have our program and department awards. Our first department presenting is World Language. Please welcome Dr. Henriquez, Ms. Estes, and Ms. Gillespie as they present these awards.
Buenos dias. Jonathan, you're receiving this award because you are an outstanding student. You epitomize everything that a literature teacher would expect from a student. You have taken literary criticism to new heights, not only in your growth, but I also appreciate the help that you gave other students. Eres un chico fenomenal, and I couldn't think of a better recipient from the class to give this literature award. So thank you very much. Muchísimas gracias.
The next award is the Isabel Allendale Award.
I would like to present this award to a una estudiante indagadora que aprendió con entusiasmo y mantuvo el amor y la pasión por aprender el idioma durante todo el año. Madeleine Black.
Up next is Lynn Deng. Lynn is a student who looked at her mistakes and grows so much in the language. I did multiple reviews of Lynn's writing and her speaking. She also accepted to go to Spanish State Conference, even though she was involved in track and field. She put in an inordinate number of hours working for the department and helping the others. I think she embodies the student who gives of herself, and very humble, and has learned a lot of language along the way. Felicidades.
El siguiente es para un estudiante que siempre mantuvo la honestidad e integridad en todas sus tareas, en todos sus exámenes. Felicitaciones, Sean Dunlap. Siguiente, un estudiante que aprecia la cultura e historias personales, así como también los valores y las tradiciones de otros. Paul Evans.
Siguiente, Tom Fontaine. C'est un plaisir de te donner de Isabel Allende Award for your love of languages, open-minded y por siempre ir más allá del salón de clases. Muchas gracias.
Siguiente, un estudiante que usa el pensamiento crítico y creativo en sus composiciones y presentaciones orales. Un estudiante que expresa sus pensamientos de una manera coherente, creativa y crítica. Un estudiante que comprende la importancia de el balance de diferentes aspectos en nuestras vidas, el aspecto intelectual, físico, emocional, que es capaz de expresar esto a través de su trabajo escrito y oral. Shane Lansford.
Ryan is also a deserving student of this award. This award, he embodies the IB integrity and also love of the culture and the language. Congratulations, Ryan.
El siguiente es un estudiante que cuidadosamente considera el medio ambiente y considera sus ideas, sus propias ideas y sus experiencias y las transmite en su trabajo diario. Sofía Salvador.
For your work ethic, excellence y tu pasión por los idiomas y otras culturas, te presento el premio Isabel Allende. Felicidades, Talía.
Y finalmente, pero un premio que es muy importante para este alumno es porque él trabajó independientemente y cooperativamente para explorar nuevas ideas y presentar nuevas estrategias en su trabajo escrito y oral. Este diploma va para Scott Stafford.
The next award we have is the Mario Vargas Logos Award.
For your dedication in helping others in their languages, parce que c'est merveilleux de parler différents langages, I present to you the Mario Vargas Llosa Award. Felicidades, Sam.
Siguiente, un estudiante que trabajó para entender las habilidades y las debilidades de otros para poder apoyar no solamente su propio aprendizaje, sino también el aprendizaje de otros. Felicidades, Rachel Beck. Este estudiante, Jonathan Quinn Hartman, tiene mucha iniciativa para hacer sus composiciones escritas, para hacer una decisión ética en sus presentaciones orales. Felicidades, Jonathan. Muy orgulloso de ti. Siguiente es un estudiante con mucha integridad y honestidad, con un fuerte pensamiento de justicia y con respeto y dignidad hacia los derechos de otras personas. Lo demostró esto en sus composiciones escritas y definitivamente en su presentación oral final de premio. Muchas felicidades, Alicia Cobb. Carolina. Carolina, te tuve por 2 años y eres una estudiante que expresa sus opiniones con mucha confianza y con mucha creatividad, no solamente en el idioma español, sino también en inglés, que es una lengua materna. Tú colaboras y escuchas todas las indicaciones que tus maestros te pueden dar y trabajas individualmente y cooperativamente excelente. Eres una persona que va a aportar mucho al mundo. Felicidades, Carolina Rosa.
For your willingness in helping your peers y tu pensamiento crítico en temas globales, te presento, Isabel, el premio Mario Vargas Llosa. Felicidades.
Un estudiante que trabaja para comprender otra vez las debilidades y las habilidades de otros, para poder apoyar no solamente su propio aprendizaje, sino también el aprendizaje de otros. Felicitaciones, Victoria Williams. Y Olivia, también te tuve por 2 años, una estudiante que demuestra mucha compasión y mucho respeto, un estudiante que tiene mucho compromiso con su propio aprendizaje y yo sé que vas a marcar una diferencia positiva en la vida de otros. Felicidades, Olivia Young.
Announcing the awards for French is Mrs. DeMarchi.
Good afternoon. It is my privilege to present the Victor Hugo Award this year. This award is given to French students who have shown excellence, commitment, dedication, and perseverance in the French class. Receiving the Victor Hugo Award this year is Cassandra Messenger. Cassandra has been in my class for 2 years. In NYP French 3, in her sophomore year, and in French 5 in her senior year. She was one of my best students. And it is also receiving the Victor Hugo Award, Natasha Saint-Hilaire. Natasha has been in my class for 2 years. In French 1, in her freshman year, and in French 5 in her senior year. She was also one of my best students, and he was the president of the French Honor Society, and she has been working hard for the French Honor Society for 2 years. Félicitations toutes les deux. Merci beaucoup. Thank you to both of you.
Winning the awards for fine arts is Mr. Kopp.
Drawing is a skill that requires practice. The more you do it, the better you get. The recipient of this award not only showcases a high level of skill, but also a desire to continue to grow those skills. The student I chose for the Best in Drawing award started off with a lot of potential when I met her 2 years ago. In her time with me, she continually pushed herself to improve the skills she already had by learning new techniques and experimenting with new media. She always took my criticisms and suggestions on what to improve with a smile and pushed herself to meet the standards I always knew she was capable of achieving. For those reasons, I chose Congela Mullings for the Best in Drawing award. I often tell the students that the best artwork is that which is meaningful to the artist. The student I chose for this award really surprised me this year with the body of work she created. She not only exhibited a high level of skill in her work, but she also created pieces that told stories related to her life experiences as well as those of her family members. Stories that had a deeper meaning about the treatment of women in various cultural settings. For creating meaningful work with a strong message that shared a part of herself and her family, I chose Dora Page for the Best Choice of Subject Matter award. There's a lot of skill involved in choosing colors that look good together. There's a lot of color theory and color harmonies involved in making sure colors enhance an image rather than take away from it. I've always been impressed with this student's use of color. She often works in floral motifs, which need to be colorful in order to show off the vibrancy of the flowers. But those flowers need to work with the rest of the image so they stand out without overpowering the rest of the artwork. For her control over color selection, placement, and overall vibrancy, I chose Isabel Jones for the Best Use of Color award.
Presenting the awards for theater and music is Mrs. Nixdorf.
Hi guys, let me start out by saying the entire senior class that was involved in my program was wonderful this year. And I would just like to showcase a few of the students that really did exceptional work, some of whom have been in every show for 4 years, including this first young woman, Marina Bertuccelli, who is being awarded Best in Dance Theater Performance. Marina has been in every show of mine since her freshman year, following in the footsteps of her sister, Mia, who was also a very fine dancer and Suncoast alum. The two of them were able to dance together in The Drowsy Chaperone during Mia's senior year, which was really a delight to see them both on stage. And Marina has also served as dance captain and, as recently as this fall, choreographed our fall musical, the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. So congratulations to Marina. Next up is an award that I have been giving out for a few years called Best in Musical Theater Performance. And this year's first award recipient is Mr. Braden Chavers. Braden came to theater a little bit late. He started his sophomore year in high school, and his very first show and time on stage was actually Fiddler on the Roof. Braden delivered a beautiful performance as Fietka in that show and was nominated for Outstanding Supporting Actor by the Kravis Center Dream Awards. And he will be going off to Southern Methodist University to pursue a degree in acting in the fall, and I'm very proud of all of his accomplishments and his growth. My next award for musical theater performance is a young woman named Ashley Carella. Ashley Carella has also been a 4-year member of both chorus and musical theater. She has been in 4 or 5 shows, and when Ashley hasn't been starring and dazzling us in leading roles on stage, she has worked the technical side of theater and always wanted to make a contribution and do things that made our program better. She will be greatly missed, and I'm very excited about her future performances and acting coming up. Congratulations, Ashley. Next up, this year we have one recipient for the Best in Technical Theater Award, and that is Caroline Rabideau. Caroline has served as my stage manager all this year. Last year, she served as assistant stage manager and props mistress. She is meticulous, she is always courteous, very organized, and does a beautiful job of running the technical side of our shows. I'm sorry we didn't get to work together on this last show, but I know great things are in store for her. Congratulations, Caroline. My next 2 awards are the Best in Vocal Arts Awards, and this year's first recipient of that is Spencer Balin. Spencer is a mezzo-soprano who will be studying at the very esteemed Jacobs School of Music at Indiana University in the fall. Spencer joined chorus sophomore year and started doing theater the following year. Last year, she had delivered a beautiful performance in ragtime as Emma Goldman. And Spencer also was one of only 2 students selected to go to the FMEA All-State Conference and Clinic this year. It is a very fine honor, and I think great things are going to be happening for Spencer. Congratulations. The next winner of the Best in Vocal Arts Award is Mr. Luca Isense. Luca is a tenor. Luca has been in my program for 4 years. Freshman year, along with Marina, he was a member of the ensemble in The Drowsy Chaperone. He has been in, I think, every show since then. He is very wonderful on stage. He's a good dancer, good singer. He's funny, he's charming. And this year, Luca really took his vocal game to another level. He was the other student selected for All-State, which is a tremendous honor. Luca received superior ratings at the Solo and Ensemble Festival and really helped to make the chorus better. Congratulations, Luca. My next award is an award I give out to a student each year called Outstanding Leadership in Theater. And this year's award goes to Terrence Castor. Terrence has been playing in the pit orchestras for me for 4 years. He also has served as an assistant music director working with younger students this year, encouraging people to do pit. And as many of you know, Terrence is the Chargerette band major. So that's a very big responsibility. And I was really impressed with how he handled that and helped us to put together our fall show. Congratulations, Terrence. You will be missed. My last 2 awards are, I give out an Outstanding AP Music Theory Student Award every year. It is a very hard class. It's very rigorous. Oftentimes, these are students that I've never met before this year. And this is true in the case of both award recipients this year. The first outstanding AP Music Theory student is Bennett Friedland. Bennett is a really exceptional student and a really wonderful young man who always is willing to help his classmates. And during this time where we've been doing online classes, I know a lot of the other students have been reaching out to him to help prepare for our AP Music Theory exam last year. Congratulations, Bennett. And my final award of the night is my second outstanding AP Music Theory student, Yuru New. Yuru is a very gifted musician and student all around. I was very pleased to have him in class this year. He really elevated the class. He had a tremendous skill set, rarely missed a question, and was also always willing to explain and teach during the context of class. Congratulations, Yuru, and best wishes to all of my award winners this evening. Thank you.
Presenting the awards for Chargerettes and Band is Mr. Brown.
Hello, and congratulations to the class of 2020. I'm Ernest Brown, the Director of Bands here at Suncoast. I'd like to start with our awards for Chargerettes for outstanding performance and leadership. We'd like to give that award to Thayer Hepburn, who's a four-year member of the band and has done quite well. Our next award goes to Elizabeth Sandville, and that award is for outstanding performance, another four-year band member. Next, I would like to move to our instrumentalists. Our first award will go to Mr. Shavams Adhikari, another four-year member, and he gets the Outstanding Dedication in Band Award. Next, we have Kara Wilson, four-year member, and she gets the award for Outstanding Leadership in Band. Next, we have Bradford Woburn. He also gets the Outstanding Musicianship in Band Award. He is a three-year member. Moving right along, next we have Emily Shapiro, and she'll get the award for Outstanding Musicianship in Band. Emily is also a four-year band member. Next up, Isabella Edwards, Outstanding Musicianship in Band, four-year member. Next, we have for Outstanding Musicianship in Band, we have Lynn Van Kirk. Last but not least, we have Terrence Castor, who served as our drum major. Also, he's our recipient for the Sunfest Award, and that's through the Pathfinders. Terrence will receive the Most Outstanding in Band Performance and Leadership Award. Okay, these students have done quite well in band, and they have this band that we had this year is possibly our best in the history of Suncoast, and they are to be congratulated, and we wish them much success in the future, and we know they will do well. Thank you.
Presenting the awards for debate is Ms. Lowe.
I haven't had a student that dominated in a specific event in such a long time, and this student took years to hone his craft, and that's why Brandon Lee has earned the award Excellence in Congressional Debate. The next student has performed in program oral interpretation and dramatic interpretation and excelled in both events, and that's why Cedric Charles has excellence in multiple events. Even though this student dedicated a lot of her time to MSC, she definitely made debate a priority, and that's why Sarah Kessel is the most dedicated debater. I've known this other student for 4 years. He's been to every debate meeting. He's the nicest person ever, and he's helped all of our novices, and that's why Ethan Ryder is also the most dedicated debater.
The next department presenting awards is the English department. Please welcome Dr. Bussey as she presents the Astute Oral Commentary Award.
The oral commentary is perhaps one of the most challenging assignments for an IB student during their senior year. It's a timed, recorded oral analysis of a difficult poem. And we've had a lot of students who've done a fantastic job on that. It's a high pressure, scary sort of situation. But when we thought about who gave an oral commentary this past year that blew us away, there was one student who really just set the example for future students. She had a difficult poem by Sylvia Plath, and yet she delivered an outstanding, well-organized, cogent, beautifully delivered commentary on Sylvia Plath's The Arrival of the Bee-Box. That student is Shane Lunsford. Congratulations, Shane.
Continuing with English, presenting Most Creative in Literature is Miss Pitton and Mrs. Lakovic.
Good afternoon, everyone. For one of our most creative students in literature, I would like to introduce a young woman who is not just creative with her words, but also with her designs. This young woman has also gotten her poetry and and some of her other works published this year. And I am so proud of everything that she's done, not just in my class, but in the world at large. And her name is Emmanuelle Rubisseur. Congratulations to you, Emmanuelle.
Ms. Pitton.
Hello, I have the honor of awarding another Most Creative in Literature award. My dual enrollment Brit-Lit students tend to take the less traveled path in their approach to everything from group work presentations to literary analysis. This student combined insightful creative analysis as well as pertinent knowledge of the texts and authors studied with a real zest for multimedia presentations, many of which included him singing adapted lyrics on feminism, the Byronic hero, and Victorian industrialization. A typical comment from a group member peer review is that this student is the, quote, best group member of any presentation, creative, knowledgeable, and a great presenter, end quote. Finally, the most creative and moving spoken word address speech submitted at the end of this year was by the most creative English student, Brandon Wisnicki. Brandon, check your email on June 4th, graduation day. Congratulations.
Continuing with literature, presenting Most Dedicated in Literature is Miss Pitton and Miss Lakovic.
I have numerous hardworking A students, but what sets this student apart for me is her unbridled enthusiasm for the text we studied and for the class as a whole. Every day, she would come to class with her sparkly lunch bag and an enthusiasm to match, especially for class discussion, for which she often earned extra credit. Her creative project was supposed to be based on one key theme, but instead she yoked multiple themes together for Toni Morrison's Song of Solomon. Over the course of this crazy misshapen school year, Anna Cruz proved herself to be one of the most dedicated students in IB English 4 via her enthusiasm, her achievement, and her persistent plummeting of the depths of the literature we studied. Anna, check your email on graduation day, June 4th. Congratulations.
Mrs. Lakovic.
We have so many dedicated students in English, and it's so hard to choose just a few among the so many. But this one student has stood out from day one. Not only does she speak eloquently and amazingly about works that we studied this year, but she reached back into the years of freshman, sophomore, junior year, and even those that she's reading, in her daily life. This young woman is well-spoken but soft-spoken. The way her dedication to literature also reaches over into clubs that she's in, such as the National English Honor Society. And not only does she speak well, she writes well. Oftentimes I use her essays as models of what students should do to create, top level responses. And she's a joy to work with as a teacher, but also students really respect her work as well. Her dedication this year has been unending, and I am so glad that she's been in my class because she has not only made it more enjoyable for me, but for everyone as well. Annika McEachin is such an amazing writer and such an amazing lover of literature. I'm proud to call her one of my students. Good luck, Annika.
Please welcome Dr. Bussey back as she presents the award for Poetry Guru.
The art of reading and appreciating poetry is in so many ways one that can't really be taught. We can practice and teach reading and appreciating poetry, but there are some people who are just born with an innate ability to cut to the quick of a poem on maybe even the first reading. And throughout the year, there was one student who, when presented with a poem, even something traditionally difficult, such as Shakespeare, could just immediately grasp the beauty and the meaning of the poem and then articulate it in his own words. And that student is Santino Ramos. Really proud of you. Congratulations.
Presenting the awards for math is Mr. Audi.
Hello, seniors. On behalf of the math department, the first award I have to give out is the Citizenship in Mathematics Award. This goes to seniors that are very involved in math in our school. Both of these are involved in Mu Alpha Theta. The first one is Joshua Kafour. Congratulations, Josh. And as I said, we have two of them. The other one goes to our current Mu Alpha Theta president, Mr. Matthew Schrank. Congratulations, Matt. Our other award that the math department is giving is the Math Mentor Award. This is going to a senior that has also been very involved in math and has spent countless hours tutoring and working with his peers and really with students all over our school in math. And this goes to Mr. Cole Ellis. Congratulations, Cole.
Presenting the awards for science is Mr. Loffer.
All right, so our first award for science is going to be the Enlightened Students in Science Award. This award actually goes to a CS student, and that's going to be Patricia Luck. Our second science award is the Mad Science Skills Award. And this award is no surprise. This student has been my top physics student in my 7 years at Suncoast, and that's going to be Sabash Kantamneni. And then the last award is Model Citizenship in Science. This award, again, should surprise nobody, and that's going to be the one and only Joshua Kafour.
Presenting the awards for the Social Studies Department is Mr. Seidel.
Thank you, Ms. Del Ponte. On behalf of the Social Studies Department, I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge some outstanding young scholars for their exemplary performances in the social studies. There are 5 awards, and they are the Historian, the J. Lowe Award for Civic Mindedness, the Magellan Award for Outstanding Geographical Thinking, the Most Outstanding Economist, and the Most Consistent. The first award is the Historian Award, and there are 2 recipients. The first is Victoria de Alba, and our second recipient is Ruby Funfrock. Our second award today is the J. Lowe Award for Civic Mindedness, and we have 2 recipients, and they are Joshua Jacob and Dora Page. Our third award is the Magellan Award for Outstanding Geographical Thinking, and we have 2 award winners. They are Lynn Van Kirk and Logan Wiggins. Our next award is the most outstanding economist, and this award goes to 3 nominees. The first being Ryan Jacks, the second, Alicia Kaufman, and finally, Shane Lunsford. And finally, our last award today is the most consistent, and this award goes to 2 recipients, and they are Anderson Allen and Marley Marquez. Thank you.
Presenting the awards for psychology are Mr. Spencer and Mr. Hanson.
Mr. Spencer and I are pleased to announce the winners of this year's Psyched Out Award. This award goes to students who not only have excellent grades in our class, but also show a deep knowledge and enthusiasm for the subject matter. Our first recipient is someone who has been very happy and friendly and enthusiastic throughout the school year. Her name is Daniela Salcedo Ricio.
And our second Psyched Out Award goes to Ethan Ryder. Ethan has been shown an interest in psychology for several years. He's exhibited outstanding academic abilities in both years of IB psychology. He's a member of the Suncoast Psychology Psych Society for the last 2 years, including the role of president this year. Ethan was fundamental in helping to establish the inaugural year of our Psi Alpha chapter here at Suncoast High School. He also wrote his IB extended essay on a topic of personal interest in the psychology subject area. Ethan plans to pursue psychology as a major at the university level with intentions of gaining his PhD in this area.
Congratulations, guys.
Presenting the awards for newspaper, Miss Lowe.
This student has been in newspaper for only 2 years, but I can rely on her for anything, and she's one of the sweetest people I know. Dedicated Staffer Award in Newspaper Journalism and editor goes to Samira Abelard. This person started in Journalism 1, and she is a perfectionist, and she's also editor-in-chief. Excellence in Newspaper Journalism goes to Kangela Mullings. This person runs our Instagram page. She is very creative with her designs, especially when she designs for our lifestyle in our magazine. Most creative in journalism, Diana Devine.
Presenting the awards for the International Baccalaureate Career Program is Mr. Walker.
Our first award is the Best Ethical Thinker, and for this year, this award goes to Bryson Paul. Bryson Paul is just an all-around great kid, a gifted writer, articulate speaker, outstanding thinker who is able to see things from multiple perspectives, and is always willing to lend a helping hand.
Presenting the awards for athletics and physical education is Mrs. Ariani.
Our first award today will be for the Suncoast Female Scholar Athlete. This young lady is a 2-sport athlete at Suncoast as well as an IB student. She is a 4-year member of the varsity girls basketball team and a 3-year member of the varsity flag football team. Noelle Bedard is our Suncoast Female Scholar Athlete of the Year and will attend University of Michigan in the fall. Our Male Scholar Athlete of the Year is a 3-sport athlete at Suncoast. He is a 4-year member of the varsity football team. He has been a member of the wrestling team as well as a member of the track team. Tyler Lewis is our Male Scholar Athlete of the Year. Skylar will be attending Stetson University in the fall on an athletic as well as academic scholarship. Our next award is our Suncoast Female Athlete of the Year. This young lady has been a very important part of our girls soccer program for the past 4 years, taking them to regionals twice and 2 district championships. Maddie Black will be attending St. Olaf University in the fall and will play soccer and also received a girls soccer scholarship. And good luck, Maddie Black, our Suncoast Female Athlete of the Year. Our Male Athlete of the Year this year is a two-sport athlete. He is a member of the varsity football team as well as the varsity wrestling team. This young man will attend West Point U.S. Military Academy in the fall and represent Suncoast. And that's our Male Athlete of the Year is Aaron Adams. Our Physical Education Awards for this year. Our Sportsmanship Award was awarded to Hannah Emerson. Our leadership role this year will be presented to Samuel Roll IV. Samuel has been an important part of our athletic as well as our physical education program for the past 4 years. Our Lifetime Fitness Award goes to a young man who fitness, I believe, is everything. Since I've met him as a freshman year, he has always excelled and worked hard in the weight room and cross country, and that's Mark Sombrano.
Next up, please welcome Mrs. Russo as she presents the awards for yearbook and TV production.
Hello, everyone. It's so good to be here with you from my backyard. I would like to talk about some incredible students that I've had this year. And actually, most of them I've had for multiple years. You know, in my world, we are in charge of bringing you the news and capturing all these memories that you've created in high school so that you can remember them for years and years to come. I'd like to start off with my yearbook journalism classes. I have 3 ladies that I would like to talk about. And these 3 girls have been in my world for 3 and 4 years, and they are just absolutely incredible. First off, we have an Excellence in Yearbook Journalism Award for Miss Victoria Jenkins. Victoria came into my world when she was a sophomore, and she is just the most incredible writer, just the kindest person you would ever want to meet, and has just really been an awesome leader for me this year. Next, we have Christina Hyland. Christina also came to me when she was a sophomore. We've been together for 3 years, just the best photographer you'd ever want to meet. She is so creative, and she really pushes the staff to make sure that they do their best as well, and has awesomely contributed to a beautiful book this year. And then we have Miss Talia Singer. Talia has actually been in my class since she was a freshman, and I never scared her away. Could not say enough good things about Talia. She, at the moment she walked into my class her freshman year, I knew that she was going to be the editor when she was a senior, and she has been a phenomenal one as well. You guys, I can't wait for you to see our book this year, because these 3 girls have just done an amazing job covering all the events in our school and capturing how you have made an impact this year and every year on our school and on our community. Speaking of yearbooks, let me put a little plug in here. We are awaiting for our yearbooks to be delivered. They are printed in Dallas, Texas, and Dallas has been shut down for the last several weeks, and they've just reopened in the last few days. So they're working at the yearbook plant tirelessly, 24/7, trying to print all the books and get them out. So as soon as we know more about it, then we will let you know about how we are going to be distributing those books. And we do still have a few left at balfour.com, BALFOUR.com. Moving right along, we have my broadcast journalism classes. We are the ones responsible for bringing to you WRSN every day. First off, we have an Excellence in Broadcast Journalism Award for Zuri Romeo. Zuri, you guys all know this incredible young lady. She is very, very gifted in photography and in video and in editing, and a lot of the super cool things that you guys have seen on WRSN were brought to you by her. Next, we have our outstanding producer, goes to Sebastian Rodriguez. Sebastian has been in the class since he was a sophomore, has climbed the ranks, and has done a really good job with putting everybody together in WRSN, making sure that in a small amount of time, we bring you a show every single day to inform you about what's going on at Suncoast.
Presenting the awards for perfect attendance is Mrs. Kira.
It is my privilege to present the Perfect Attendance Award to the following students: Carrie Cantrell, In Colon, Crystal Fan, Riva Garcia, Landan Gatlin, Danisha Holcomb, Edison Kerr, Pam Kitsuwan, Dayu Aksu.
This year, I've had the pleasure of working with Pathfinder nominees. The Pathfinder Scholarship Program, sponsored by the Palm Beach Post for seniors in Palm Beach and Martin County, is an annual scholarship program where only up to 18 seniors from each graduating class compete in one of 18 categories. Seniors create a 10-page portfolio, interview, and in many cases perform in front of judges. The Palm Beach Post recognizes the top 3 students in each category. This year, Suncoast had 2 students place. The first student, placing second in the area of math, is Josh Kafour. Congratulations, Josh. The second student, placing first in perhaps the most competitive Pathfinder category, academic excellence, is Sabash Kantamneni. Congratulations, Sabash. Both Sabash and Josh plan to study at MIT in the fall. And congratulations to all Pathfinder nominees for your great work this year. Presenting the awards for the National Hispanic Recognition Program and National Merit Program are Mr. Evans.
Charters, I'm going to be announcing the 8 students who qualified for the National Hispanic Recognition Program. The first is Ryan Andrade, Barbara Castro-Shell, Michael Ceballos, Gabriel Gormanzano, Jonathan Hung, Cecilia Perla, Robert Price, and Lorenzo Quiseno. Buen trabajo. All right, and the 18 National Merit finalists are Nima Aria, Aiden Funicelli, Tristan Funicelli, Jonathan Hung, Subash Kantamneni, Nicholas Capsos, Alicia Kaufman, Brandon Lee, Anthony Lee, Shane Lunsford, Indu Malut, Jack Nathan, Santino Ramos, Caroline Rosso, Alexander Rurmond, Michael Sauer, Matthew Schrank, and then Nicholas Sharp. Congratulations, guys.
National Merit also gives out corporate-based scholarships. This year, 2 students were awarded corporate-based scholarships.
The National Merit James E. Casey Scholarship goes to Aiden Funicelli and also Tristan Funicelli.
We had a number of students earn college-based National Merit scholarships, and Mr. Evans will be announcing these.
So for the University of Florida, the National Merit University of Florida Scholarship goes to Nima Aria, Nicholas Capsos, Michael Sauer, and Nicholas Sharp. Congratulations. And for the University of Central Florida Scholarship, Alexander Rurman, and for the National Merit Northeastern University Scholarship, Mr. Jack Nathan. And then also for the National Merit Tufts University Scholarship, Brandon Lee.
Continuing to present the last of the National Merit Awards for the $2,500 scholarship is Mr. Evans.
3 recipients of the $2,500 scholarship are Jonathan Hung, Subhash Kantamneni, and then Matthew Schrenk. Congratulations, guys.
Announcing the awards for Mr. and Miss Suncoast and Charger Pride is Mrs. Russell.
Hi guys, I can't say enough about your Mr. and Miss Suncoast this year. First we have Marley Marquez, Miss Suncoast. What an honor it's been to work with you. Hard work and dedication is the best way I can describe her. And fierce and strong also, I guess. I got a lot of words to describe Marley. She's awesome. And her cohort and right-hand man was Gavin Smith. Gavin Smith has been one of the best Mr. Suncoast I've ever had the privilege of working with. He is such a hard worker, so respectful, and just so full of Charger pride. Both of them, you guys are great, and thank you so much for making this a great year. Best wishes. Love you both. Next up are your senior class officers. These 4 young people worked so hard to make this strange end of the year as great as possible. So big shout out to them between the balloon arch for the parade that only lasted for a little bit, and then all the ideas for how to make those senior gift bags you guys have gotten special. So first is our senior class secretary. We have Victoria D'Alba. Thank you, Victoria. And then we have the senior class treasurer. We have Maya Calderon. Yay, Maya. And then collecting all those dues. Then we have the senior class vice president, Cedric Charles. Thank you so much, Cedric. And then we have our senior class president, Brooke Barbieri. Thank you, Brooke. Great work. Great leadership, too. Thanks, all of you guys.
Presenting the awards for SGA is Miss Rawson.
Our SGA liaison, Caitlin Adams. Our SGA treasurer, Daniela Salcido Rescue. Our SGA historian, Dakota Briscoe. Our SGA parliamentarian, Jonah Jean-Baptiste. Our SGA recording secretary, Brandon Lee. Our SGA second vice president, Alicia Coleman. Our SGA first vice president, Emily Lampy. And our SGA president, Caitlin Adams.
Congratulations to all of our Chargers who have won awards thus far, and thank you to the faculty and staff that have assisted with making this virtual awards presentation possible. Now, it is the principal's privilege and my honor to present to you this year's Senior Class Academic Top 10. Number 10, Jonathan Hartman. Number 9, Olivia Yang. Number 8, Dylan Tran. Number 7, Aditya Chadvani. Number 6, Anthony Lee. Number 5, Matthew Schrenk. Number 4, Connor Rolfs. Number 3, Brandon Wisnicki. And your class of 2020 salutatorian is Jonathan Hung. this year's class of 2020 valedictorian, Sabash Kantamneni. Congratulations to these incredible Suncoast scholars. Congratulations to all of our class of 2020 award recipients. We appreciate you tuning in to tonight's virtual Green and Gold Awards ceremony. We are so proud of all of our award winners, and we celebrate you, we honor you, and we acknowledge your success. This COVID situation does not define you. Your successes and your integrity do. Congratulations on your incredible commitment to excellence. Now, remember, tune in June 4th on the Education Network at 5 p.m. for our virtual graduation ceremony, where we can celebrate you again. Congratulations, seniors.